Hi, everybody. And by everybody, I mean maybe one person? I don't know. Somebody's watching. This is an impromptu show. Oh, it's Serenity. Hi, Serenity. It's a Serenity. Sorry. Not an early stream. Oh my God, people are showing up. No, you're not early. You are right on time. So, I'm not talking to just you two. I'm actually talking to everybody. So, a Mexcellent update. That's the name of this video. Yeah. It's hard to say, but I'm going to say it. I'm taking a break, guys. So, yeah. Where to start? I don't know, but I got to do it quickly because I'm going to go watch football with the guys, and I don't want to keep them waiting. And I got to shower, and my clothes are still drying. But I'm taking a break. After 10 years of the Mexcellence, I have burned out. I thought I could just jump on. I mean, I can just jump on at any time and talk to you guys. This one's a little harder because went to Mexico, had time to think, and that was part of the reason why I went and took the time to think about what needs to be done. And I need to start taking care of myself. I've not been sleeping really well. I've been eating way too much, and that's all stress eating. And my health has kind of taken a turn for the worse. I've pulled a muscle in my back or a sciatic nerve or whatever, and I've been damn near in pain every day for about a month and a half now. I've been able to stretch it out and be pretty good, but it doesn't help when you are, yes, over 400 pounds, which is what I am at this point. So I didn't look at, I know I'm gorgeous, and you can be big and gorgeous, but you can also be big and dying. And I'm not dying, nothing too serious, but I'm not feeling great. Priorities are shifting. I have a lovely girlfriend, and I'm going to be moving back to California next year. Some of you know that. I've implied it a lot. That's happening, and I've had a lot of stress in terms of what happens to the podcast. But realistically, I just haven't felt the spark in a while. I've been pushing it, and I've been forcing it, and I've been just not in the groove of it as much as I would like to be. And I work in politics. Politics don't help, and we have an election coming up, and work's going to get busier, and usually I can balance the two and that stuff, but currently I'm balancing work, life, and a love life, and a family life, which is, as the years go on, more and more important, and then a podcast, and then my friendships. And what had been happening is, and I'm just going to be upfront with you guys, as I was with my friends, which is the crew, I started getting real angry at them. Things not happening, things not going the way I liked it, things not being ran the way I like it. And it started affecting my friendships with them. I was starting to resent Marcos and Tommy and JJ and TJ and Jordan sometimes. And I didn't like it. I don't like it. These guys are my friends. They've given me so much time and effort, and almost out of here without getting emotional, but they've given so much to this, and I just am at a point where I can't give really much anymore at this point. And so a couple things are changing. I'm gonna be out until after November 8th, or no, I'm not November, I'm sorry, October 8th, taking at least a month off. I'm gonna go visit my girlfriend, and we're gonna go to take two guesses, Disneyland. And I'm going to go enjoy that. I'm going to be there in California for a week. And in the meantime, the guys will be running the show. Emiliano's probably going to come in. At least Marcos is planning on asking him to come in more to do the Más o Menos podcast with Hispanic Heritage Month coming up, splitting September, October. More Mexcellent. It's been a while. Tommy has had a series of ailments and circumstances, just general disarray in his life. Most recently, I think he's okay with me telling he's better now. He had the flu, but the flu was really bad and it was lingering, and so he's been out of commission for a while, and he's finally back in health. And TJ got a new job, and he's finally back in order, and he's doing some traveling. He's going to be going to Japan in October. A lot of gears are moving, and I got really, really scared and stressed about what happens here. And so I talked about it with the guys, and we're figuring it out. I'm figuring it out, but first and foremost, I got to get myself right. I'm gonna take a break, and truly like not think about this for a while. I know a month's probably not enough, but I could commit to that at least without trying to pry my hands and get everything in there. And I just want to get my health correct. I'm not reading the chat right now. I'll look in a moment. So yeah, I'm taking a break. And then another thing that we're just going to do, we talked about it with a majority stake of the guys, but Patreon's going to be ending soon. This will be the last month we take your money. How we proceed is actually going to be up to you all, because I don't know how we're going to do it. So long story short, a lot of stress for me, and as you may have even noticed in the content, has been kind of lacking because of just last minute thinking about Patreon, and we haven't been giving it the love it needs, and big chunk of that's on me. Other parts of the crew will take some responsibility as well, and I'll let them. But we haven't been able to give you the product that we promised with Patreon, and we can't be taking your money and not giving you the product you promised. So we're going to go back and make sure that everybody who ordered and bought an episode at the $50 tier is going to get their episodes. We're going to make sure that everybody who gets their shirts are going to get their shirts. And a couple things that were flown up, these are not guarantees. We either stop Patreon and just make it a tip jar, $5, $10, $15, and you guys can go in and keep a monthly donation if you want to support. We can still do the raffle for the shirt. I think that's fun, and I think that's engaging and a good time. A potential is we go to one free episode a week and then one Patreon episode a week, even though you've been getting two free ones for a lot of time. We can use the $5 and do that. So we don't want to take anything or make anything happen less or paywall anybody or exclude anybody, but those are some of the things that have been on our minds. But at this point, I'd rather just clear our cash and figure it all out and make sure that everybody gets what they paid for. And obviously all the money that has been in Patreon is going directly to the website. We spend the money on editing. I don't edit anymore. We have an editor, does YouTube, and they do TikToks. So yeah, we're not just frivolously wasting the money. The money actually just goes all back into itself. And so yeah, we are breaking even / yeah, I would just say breaking even just about every month. We have a little extra to go see a movie and treat the guys with a popcorn every so often, or maybe buy a meal or some snacks for a group of people out and call it a business expense, but not as often as you think, or not as even often as I want, for all the hard work that these guys do. So in closing, or in summation, taking a break. First Mexcellence break, or even podcasting break, and probably, well, other than depression during COVID and a couple other like inabilities to early on, moving and such, 10 years, at least 5 with this current iteration, or 4 or 5 with this current iteration. So yeah, I gotta just kickstart my health, and I'm gonna start that by going and eating hamburgers with the guys at our favorite local bar and restaurant to watch some football. But I gotta shower, and my clothes are drying, like I mentioned, and I gotta make sure I'm fresh because I haven't been in public all week because I've been working from home and just been trying to catch up after having missed a week being on vacation. So Discord's staying up. Don't worry about the Discord. Okay, so now I'm gonna go look at the chat. There you are. Esley stream. Hello, early. I'm out mentally. So I feel you. Rip Rich Homie Quan. I don't know which one Rich Homie Quan is or what song you made. Forgive me. Serenity crying. Take your break, Sammy. We will be here when you get back. Just keep the Discord up so we can talk. Oh no. Same. 6 to August has been hell for me. Yeah, it's been bad. Do what you need to do, fam. Always take care of yourself first. Above all things. I don't know, I'm singing them. Health, weight, mood, stress, and romance drama. Not our hot boys. No shit. That's the thing. No romance drama. Romance has been great. My girlfriend has been so fucking awesome through a lot of this, and has been really helping me keep me from honestly just deleting everything in terms of, not myself, but like deleting the show and deleting the podcast and all that stuff. It got to that point, and it gets to that point, and the feeling gets there, and I don't want to quite do that, even though I think sometimes it might be the best option. But we'll start small, and we'll start with a break. And I think that's fair to everybody just to start, and I think it's fair to myself. Part of my partner being really, 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 really great, is the fact that she makes sure that I'm taking care of myself and thinking of myself, because otherwise, and what I kind of wanted to do was just to will myself through this rough patch and just keep working and keep grinding and all that bullshit, and it doesn't work. And I know that because my heart hasn't been in the show for a little bit, and the keen-eyed viewers can see it. I've been doing this a while, and I can, hey guys, how you doing? I'm Sammy Gonzalez, and we're talking about things. But it's not always that, and sometimes it's genuine, and sometimes I'm forcing it, and I'd rather just not force it. I'd rather just come back with some luster in my eyes and some rest and down a few pounds and feeling healthier and better about myself and the situation, and not so stressed. It's not fun. It's not being fun, and it's not been fun for a while, and I don't know why, but I'd rather stop and make sure my friendships are good and my personal relationships are good, my family's good, than to keep going and feeling ugly. So let's go back to the chat. Proud of you, friend. Listening to your body and mental health is so important. Would it help if we send you the shoe? No, you can keep the shoe. You could keep all of my shoes. I actually have more shoes. I was actually able to get some shoes for under $100, which is surprising for a size 16, 17 shoe recently. Don't worry about my request, Sammy. I'm happy just supporting you guys. I know, but there's others that got some, and I want to fulfill them. One thing I pride myself on is the fact that we will eventually get you. I still have a fucking Nintendo Switch that I need to ship out, and I need to make sure that person gets. I have it. I'm sorry. I moved, and there was a delay in getting it. I've not opened it. It's brand spanking new in the box from last year's anniversary, 9th year anniversary. But yeah, lucky you. You got a real one. I had a gold digger. Terrible noise. Terrible news. As Jajira, the request can make to carry yourself from brother Disney's gonna be fun as fuck. Always is. That's fair. Your boy's laughter, or your boy Slaughter. I always get it wrong. Take it easy, big guy. As long as you're back in November, so I can rag on how bad the Raiders are. You're good. No worries. And I appreciate you all. And I'm not good with support, but thank you. Jesus, damn it. I was almost out of here without getting emotional. But yeah, I want to do better. Need to do better. So I'm gonna, but I got to figure it out, and doing it all at once, it was hard, or at the very least impossible for me. And that's okay. Just means I gotta remove some pieces, and I gotta keep my job to make money, and I gotta keep my family relationships because I need them. Gotta keep my romantic relationships because I need them. And doesn't mean that you guys are lowest on the totem pole, but kind of does. Actually, when I put it that way, y'all are kind of lowest on the No. I gotta find out what's fun for me again. And I don't know if it's this format anymore, the podcast format. Maybe we do something else. Maybe I just go back to doing some other things for myself. I don't know. Maybe just I stop for longer. I don't know. But I do appreciate the digital hugs. I really do appreciate the support. Marcos is more involved into the Discord than I am. Regrettably, sorry about that. It's one of those things where it's just another thing, and I decided just like, okay, you guys are having fun, as long as nobody's saying slurs, which just sounds like everybody's being mostly cool, which is fantastic. Marco said that everybody would be supportive, and you guys have been, at least sounds like it. Yeah, maybe 10 out of 10, but you are on the list. A lot of things and people are not on my list, but if you're on my list, you're important, and you mean a lot to me. And donations during a cry, don't do that. The best part about you guys, though, is that you guys are mine and ours. Mostly mine, though. Fans of mine, fans of ours, Mostly mine, though. My babies. No. We didn't get this group from anywhere else. We got this group from us, from our hard work, my hard work, and you guys found us somehow and have stuck around, and I appreciate that a lot. So stick around for the other guys, and the way I designed it, luckily, was that it wasn't just me focused, that you guys care for the other hosts, and you see how great they are, and so that if I am taking a leave of absence, however long it may be, that you'll enjoy the shows just as much with them in it than if I were here nor there. And I know that, you know, I play an important role in this, obviously. I birthed the damn thing, but yeah. Appreciate you all. It means a lot that you're being so supportive and really cool about this. Alexa, play We Are Your Friends by Justice. Isn't Justice that one like French house thing? I might like Justice. Anyway, I'm gonna stop crying on camera. I don't care if I cry on camera. I cry a lot. I cried a lot this last week, honestly. Cried in front of the guys yesterday. It's been a lot of crying, or 2 days ago after the Tuesday show. I don't want to cry. At least if I'm going to cry about normal shit, which I cry about normal shit too. So that's it. Little restructuring, little bit mobility, a little bit of not seeing me, but not because I'm on vacation or at Disneyland. This will be intentional. It's to get kind of my health back in order. It's to get my head back in order and to find more creativity. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see something else. We can do everything with these cameras and these mics and stuff. Cause right now I'm just kind of creatively bankrupt. I can do podcasts till the dogs come home, but I just want it to be fun. And I don't know what makes it fun, and so I don't know if it means changing the format, changing what we do, or figuring out a way to make it more engaging for even just us, not even for you guys. I don't want to play the game that social media has been going towards, in terms of just like, for example, let's just talk about. I know I'm running long. This is way longer than I hoped it'd be, but and a lot of people are here. Holy cow! There was one thing that I saw on one of those Me Too, like millennial Hispanic, pero like Facebook pages, and they were talking about like, you know, interviewing. Actually, they weren't talking about, but they talk about like Latinx things. Or it's a Latinx page, and that I don't have no problem with that. Of course, you guys know that. But the idea was that their channel will have access to like red carpets and stuff, and one of them in particular had, for some event, had Edward James Olmos, like legendary Edward James Olmos, actor for fucking decades, been in some of the most important films for Chicanos, some of the most important sci-fi series, Battlestar Galactica, all these things, and they fucking hit him with, "What's your favorite food? Tacos or burritos? Jarritos or horchata?" And it's like, I started to not do that, to not have that content be what Mexicans and Mexicanos and Chicanos and all that stuff, Tejanos are all known for. And that's all that's seemingly winning, is really disheartening. There's a time and place for everything. I know that. I get that. But like, I always wanted to be just a little bit more nuanced, which is why we don't talk about specifically and only Chicano things. Kind of everything has that flair, but not that focus. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have, you know, "Hey, Jenna Ortega, why are you Latina? Is it important for you to be Latina? How cool is it to be Latina? Is Gomez Adams Latino?" I don't want to do that. And I don't knock people for doing it. They're making their money, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to be shoving a fucking camera and a microphone in Marcos's face and saying, "Why do women deserve rights?" And then he has to come up with an answer, and then he says Hakatua, and then he goes viral for 4 hours, and now gets her own podcast, which is going to be more popular than ours, even though all she did was make one cool joke, and I'm sure she's a sweet girl, but that's the way the game works. It's all flash in the pan type stuff, and I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired, and I don't know how to beat the system, and I don't want to play the system in the ways I know it can be beat by being overly incendiary and overly stereotypical, or, you know, it's brain rot. It's everywhere. Yeah. Like, it's just that, but that's always been, brain rot's just the term for it. It's always been that. Fred, fucking Angry Orange. It's always been brain rot. It's always been there. And what's funny is that, like, you found us, and we've had a community that has been unlooked at for several months in terms of my looking at it, in terms of our community on Discord. No major issues. No slurs, no fucking yelling, no, maybe some weirdos and people were flirting too much one time. And guess what? I shut that shit down because I said, no, we're not doing weird, creepy things here. And that's what I love about this community. It may not be growing the fastest, may not be growing as much as I want it to. But when people find us, they're good people. And that's why I get emotional, because, like, good people on the internet? How? You know? So I appreciate you all for that. So yeah, I'm rambling, but that's kind of some of the things that have been going through my mind. How do we grow? How do we get bigger? How do we move? How do we take the next step? And how do we take the next step that doesn't require me fucking ripping my eyes out and just standing in front of a fucking computer screen and editing till I fucking up until 6 a.m. and figuring out how to beat the algorithm using AI tactics and having Reddit stories be read to me, or just being like, am I the asshole to these two guys on the other side, and just be, nobody's here. It's not, no, the timer's not even turned on. But, like, so JJ, am I the asshole for being a 32-year-old woman who left her husband, he beat me all the time? Yeah, you're not the asshole. He was beating you all the time. But we could do that. We could club Shay Shay, and I could find Jordan and be like, hey, Jordan, tell me your deepest, darkest secrets. And then he would just say all sorts of craziness. And we can get clicks that way. We can definitely answer the joke question, why do women deserve rights? Which is my joke question about, like, how podcasts sound nowadays. And, yeah, I'm rambling. That's how I feel. And so, yeah, Cliff's Notes for people who just showed up. Well, yeah, the algorithm doesn't care about quality. I bangs with y'all. I just can't catch y'all live at the time because I'm 2 hours behind. To the moon. How much, given how much a piece of shit Mr. Beast has become, would rather be a good person. That's the thing. Let's Jordan. We have the right amount of Jordan on our podcast. But a Club Sam. Yeah, no, but, like, we could do, like, skits and stuff, like, but that requires a lot of fucking writing and work, because I'm not going to do a skit and just belabor a joke, or I mean, I do that on the podcast, but, like, if I'm writing and I'm being like, this is our sketch and we're doing it, I want to make sure it's good. I want to make sure the things I do are good and that they're seen. And I know that the podcasts we do, even though they're not always up to my quality, they're good, but they're not always seen, and that's incredibly frustrating after doing it for so long. And the last thing I'm going to do is blame anybody, because that's just a fucking dumb thing to do, and be like, oh, well, nobody's watching, well, they don't get it. No, it means I'm not doing something right, or it's not agreeing with the algorithm. And we could change to the algorithm, but I am not quick to do that, because, like, someone mentioned, like, Mr. Beast, right? Like, Mr. Beast, everyone's like, oh man, he donates to the blind. Great. And also he does all sorts of creepy things allegedly, I don't know. There's all sorts of turmoil and shit. And, you know, was absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I see, but that's reading. You ever talk about comics? I gotta read. I don't have time to fucking read. It's like work, family, loved ones, read. I would be able to read, but then to talk about it would be another extra step. And, like, I am even adding things, you know, like, even adding more or trying to diversify sounds exhausting to me. And that's not a good place to be. And so I'm going to recoup as best I can, get my health up, hopefully get some energy up. Maybe being away from it, I'll be able to see things a little bit further back and see things objectively, or more creatively. Because, like, I'm just fucking beat up. Feel beat up physically, mentally. Even though things are going probably as good as they have over the last few years. I'm making good money. I got a bigger place. This is a whole studio room, you know, like, that I didn't have before. I was just using my living room. So I've made progressions. I've been doing well, but it's come at a cost, and I don't know exactly what is paying out the most from my benefit or from my personal health. So, I mean, I could do ASMR, but I don't know. I guess I could. I've been told that people have fallen asleep to my voice, which was slightly insulting, but still kind of nice. Hot tub streams, keep a journal. I gotta write. I know journals are like the last bastion of like my mental health stuff. I just fucking hate writing. And grateful's hard. I'm actually more grateful than I have been in a long time, but grateful's hard. That's a hard one for me because I'm just like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, even though it's not. Any hoozle. Clearly, I still have a love for talking, but this will be the last time you guys hear from me for a while. I'll be on my Instagram. I'll be posting enough of my silly memes. I'll probably need to give Key the Photoshop document for the posts so he can set those up earlier and get those out on Instagram. So yeah, we'll figure everything out. But for right now, Patreon's still on. We'll figure out something for Monday. And hopefully you enjoyed this last episode, which was me playing Harry Potter Quidditch and getting really fucking mad because the computer is a fucking cheater. And also, if you want to know kind of where my mental health was at the time of me making the decision to take a break, you can also watch that episode on Patreon because you can see the fucking seams cracking at that moment. Because Christ on earth, I was getting really mad because I had recorded a video before that didn't record my audio. My audio, that was for Blockbuster Inc. And I had made like $1 billion movie and it was fantastic. None of it saved. None of it was worth salvaging. And so then I recorded like 20 minutes and I wasn't recording a fucking Harry Potter Quidditch Adventures. And so then I had to record again and I was at my limit. And then I, after that, told the guys like, hey guys, I'm burning out. So if you want to see the last descent of content before I completely burned out entirely, it's on Patreon for a limited time. I guess at that point, what we do with the Patreon afterwards, if we keep it around as a tip jar, we may keep those under wraps. At the very least, the Sexcellences are staying under wraps. But maybe some of the other ones will make it free to watch at some point as a thank you to everybody. Or, you know, we can do some delayed releases. I don't know. We'll figure out Patreon. But we're probably going to go directly to you to see what you all want and what you all think because there's enough of you for it to count and not enough of you for it to get too convoluted in terms of people getting upset about what way we go. You know, so if half of you get mad at like, oh, you guys didn't do it wrong, that's like, you know, several hundred people, not several thousand or potentially a million. But we're a long ways from that. First things first, it's got to start here and here. And I'm poking my lonja right now. But yeah, here too. So yeah, let me go ahead and just take one more thing. Boo journaling, but you're right. Take a step back emotionally too, detach from it emotionally, and just be open to what comes to you. Good luck. Do a daily chore journal. Write everything you do for a week from brushing your teeth, and once you're in the right mindset, oh my god, that would hurt my feelings too much, Serenity. Keep posting little updates. Oh yeah, IG stories, I'll be fine. Lao Tzu said, is a constructed thing. If you want to do something, make time for it. I used to read every day, but that is no longer a thing. I find the time and space in my life for it, even though it's only 20 minutes a week. Thank you, Sammy. Try yoga. I've been doing yoga to fix my back. It's only one move, but it does work. And yoga's fucking hard. Spoiler alert, you think you can do yoga? You probably can't right away. First thing after math is chronic is back. Wait, first thing is first. After math, the chronic is back. Thank you. Take care, Sammy. Peace out, Girl Scout. We will always support the Mexcellence. That's really sweet of all of you. Tommy called me out when we were discussing this a couple days ago about how, you know, when I made this, I had really nothing. I was 24 years old, post-college, working at a hardware store with a little bit of like, I want to do podcasting. Double Toasted's a cool thing. I want to do it too. And 10 years later, here I am in Austin, strangely enough, for like 8 years. And doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I know I'm getting weepy and stuff like that, but I'm doing pretty good. And I just got to fine tune it. I got to fine tune it so I can find a healthier balance for all this stuff because I could keep going and fucking run myself in. Well, I have been running myself into a wall and into the ground. I could work that hard. I really could. But then there wouldn't be any me left, and I've learned that that's what people love. See? You see how learning that you're not just a vessel for production, how that changes someone's emotional content, you know? Because, you know, before it's just like, do the job, do the work, hustle, work hard, grind sit, bro. And then what are you left with? If that doesn't work absolutely perfectly everywhere along the way. Well, nobody's perfect except me. See? Got to catch it. Even me, I'm not perfect. But I tried to overwork it to at least compensate for not being perfect, and it's gotten me to a place where it's not even fucking fun anymore, this stuff. And I have thousands of dollars equipment around for me for it to be fun. Technically, I have free reign. I could do this shit whenever I want, about anything I want. And maybe I start doing that at some point where it's no non-format. I'm by myself. I'm just doing this. I don't know. But until then, I'll figure it out. So, yeah, I'm missing football. It's the Chiefs, and so fuck them. I don't really care. But I do want one of them burgers that we get at our local bar. So I got to shower. Sounds like my clothes are mostly dry. I might have to keep them running because my dryer's kind of whack. But I do need, and we don't have enough money for spa days. Spa days are like fucking expensive. Although, actually, no, they're too expensive. I was like, I looked at our budget. I was like, oh, no, if we're not doing Patreon, we're going to be losing a chunk. So be sure to watch on YouTube. Be sure to donate your bits and subscriptions here on Twitch. That helps out a lot. And we'll find out ways for you to always keep supporting. We're not going anywhere, but I am for a little bit. And it won't be soon until I'm back. One assumes. I may need more time, but I can commit to at least being gone a month because... yeah, I need it. I need it more than I want it. I'll tell you that much. Because I could have pushed this off forever, but it was fucking Harry Potter Quidditch Masters or whatever champions that set me over the edge. So thank J.K. Rowling's bitch ass, because fuck her. Actually, WB. It was WB Games that made me log in, that made me hate playing that game, and then Malfoy's bitch ass for cheating. The way the world works. Anyway, folks, Groupon exists. But no, I want to go to the happy... I'm kidding. No, we're not. We're not doing that. Game got delayed. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Not goodbye, but see you later. Definitely. You can find me. I'll be around. And the guys are still coming to my house, so I can always just yell from off camera and argue about the Raiders or whatnot and make great jokes. And no, J.K. Rowling did not start all this, but merely completed it. Who started this? Who started the Mexcellent? Well, I did, but like... Oh yeah, all the people that said I wasn't Mexican enough. Fuck them. I'm the Mexcellence, bitch. And I will always be the Mexcellence. And I'm still the Mexcellence while I'm gone. But yeah, it's great. Oh, I've been to Hong Kong, Mexico. You rascal, you big nasty. Save search on if you're gonna look it up. I've been there. It's a story for another time though. Because right now I gotta shut up, Keith Myeth. But yeah, but yes. Raiders probably not going to Super Bowl, but I just want them to do good. But right now I really do want the hamburger. Even though I need to watch my figure and get my health in order. But it starts with one thing. I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch your clock by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Trying to go right out the window. Try to hold on. He didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. Kept everything aside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of the time I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had too far to lose it all. But in the end, doesn't even matter. Bye, y'all.